there. Good morning. Back for another episode on my Goem. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I am in Panjim. Many of you will remember the Goa of the past, but most of us are not aware of this. Today I am going to bring you an episode which is going to revive all your memories. And this is about all the old cars that were there in Goa. Recently, they have formed a club called as the Goa Vintage and Classic Vehicles Club. And today, they are going to have the first rally that will take around 30 cars from Panjim, driving all the way to Kavelosi, from North Goa to South Goa. But why do you think it is so important? You know that this house you have just seen, Panjim had beautiful houses like this. There was a time where soon after liberation or just before liberation, Goa had cars that you could count on your fingers. But do you know that even when the roads were free, they followed traffic rules, which today is missing. And ladies and gentlemen, what did they do at that particular time? What did they do? Did they park their vehicles on the road? No. Very systematic. And I'm going to walk to a particular garage over here, and you can see they had their own garages. They would not park their car outside. They would have a provision to park it off the road. Something missing in the present day cities? Well, Goa has developed. Let's put a question mark on that. Goa had beautiful cars, amazing cars. You know how difficult it is to maintain your car. But these enthusiasts, these passionate vintage lovers have maintained their cars for decades. Now, when I say that it is a Goa Vintage and Classic Vehicles Club, you will ask me, what is this vintage? As per the accepted norms, all cars up to 1939 as of now, that is 2019, before that whatever the cars were there were called as vintage. From 1940 to 1976, they are called as classic, and after that, they are called as young cars. Let's not waste time. Let's go and see the cars. In Goa, we have got enthusiasts who have been carrying on passionately this hobby about cars, about vintage cars. And one such passionate person that we met was Mr. Milind Angle. And he has a Morris Mini Minor. Let's speak to him and find out about what he has to say. Milind Bob, good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
You have been in this passionate hobby for a very, very long time.
Yes, you can say so.
How long?
Maybe since my childhood.
That is about how many years?
I am 76 now.
So almost 75 years.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and you have been driving this Mini Minor,
Mini,
Minor for a very long time.
Yes,
Can you tell us
new.
something about this passionate baby of yours?
Yes. You see, this model was introduced in 1959.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was, to be specific, this was launched on 26th August 1959.
Okay. That is,
which completed...
That is pre-liberation.
Pre-liberation, and which completed 60 years last in August.
Okay.
Yes. To tell you, I attended the 60th celebration in UK of this car.
Of this?
Yes, of this car. This is the oldest car and the first car in India.
Oh.
Yes.
So this particular GDA 2399
Yes.
is the oldest car of this model
Yes,
in India.
in India, yes, yes.
Thank you very much, Milind
Thank
Bob.
you.
And
Thank
have
you.
a nice
Yes.
rally today.
Yes.
One of the most widely distributed cars in the world is the Volkswagen. And in Goa, we had quite a few of them. However, now you don't get to see them. But in this rally, we have a very dynamic person who always goes with his son. And that is Mr. Krishnakant Kamath. Let us find out from him.
Hello, Sanjeev.
You are going to participate in the rally today.
Yes,
You are going
definitely.
to drive 50 kilometers from here to Kavelosi
Absolutely.
with your son. What's your name, young man?
Shriyan Kamath.
Shriyan Kamath. Okay, so you are going to drive with him. You are the proud owner
Yes.
of this car.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about this car?
Well, this is a Volkswagen Beetle. It's a 1969. I procured it about 6 years back from a very close friend of mine. And it's quite widely used in Goa. It's a beautiful vehicle. Driving wise, it's very comfortable to drive. And it's really worth to have a Beetle in Goa.
Okay. How many Beetles are there in Goa?
There should be about at least nothing less than maybe about 75 cars, Beetles.
75
Around-
cars?
Yes, approximately.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice rally. You too, young man. Suddenly, we saw a beautiful looking open jeep that came over here. And it looked really beautiful as it was going for war. So let's go and find out from the owner, Mr. Shirodkar.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shirkubar. What is the model of this car?
This is a 1956
1956
Jeep Kaiser.
Jeep Kaiser.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been having this? Right from that time, or
About 10 years.
about 10 years? And you drive a lot.
Not much.
But how is this
But
car
it's
for driving?
it's nice.
Huh.
It's very powerful.
Very powerful.
Although it's a old model and it's super smooth.
Super smooth.
The
Do you
engine.
have problem maintaining it?
Yes, maintenance is a issue because all those old timers mechanics are not there, so it becomes a bit difficult.
Bit difficult. Thank you very much, Mr. Shirkar. Some of the cars that really have been brought up like a child with passion is a Volkswagen. And who can bring up a good child is a doctor. And this doctor, Dr. Alithya and her daughter Diane, they have got a car which is unique, not to Goa. Why should I tell you that? Let's talk to her and find out. Doctor, welcome to the rally. Can you tell us something about the car?
This car is a 1968 Notchback,
Okay.
Volkswagen Notchback Type 3.
Okay.
And I have been told that this Notchback is the only running Notchback in the country.
Okay.
A Type 3. In Type 3 there are other variants. Dale will also tell you.
Okay, Diane, can you tell us about this Type 3 variant?
So basically, it depends on the engine and the cc. So you have the Type 1, which is the Beetle, the Type 2, which is the Wagon, and the Type 3, which is the variant, as you can see now. It has an air-cooled engine, and my mom will give you the history behind the car and how it was brought from Africa all the way here. So, mom, you
So
wanna-
it has traveled all the way from Africa?
Yes.
Thank you.
It was manufactured in November 67. But it was on the roads and bought by my dad
Okay.
in Uganda.
Okay.
And we bought it from Cooper Motors.
Okay.
We were very young at that time.
Okay.
And my dad used to say, this car has to last almost 20 years. But I am so glad, he will be very happy. He knows that this car is running now 51 years.
Oh my God. Okay, thank you so much, doctor.
Thank you so much, sir.
Some families, the passion comes not from seeing something, but it is passed down generations. Today, there is not a single person in Goa, if you are a Goenkar, who does not know the family of the Vishkon the Perne, the Deshprabhus. Very passionate lovers of art and preservation of history, and who are part of our Goan history. And today in this rally, we have the pleasure of meeting Mr. Jiten Deshprabhu, the scion of the Deshprabhu family. Welcome, Mr. Deshprabhu. I am sure that you have come all prepared for the rally.
Of course, we are fully equipped to meet the challenges of a drive between Panji to Kavalosi. In fact, this car, which originally belonged to the second Viscount of Perne, came down 3 generations later to me, as much as the title did. And this car we had entered into the vintage rally from Bangalore to Mysore.
Oh, so you're participating in other rallies also?
I do.
Mr. Deshprabhu, you said that there is a club that has been formed, GVCVC. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yes. There was a time when we did not have an association here.
In Goa?
Yeah, which catered to the Goan vehicles. And the president of FHVI, like his name is Mr. Ravi Prakash, he put a lot of pressure on me that you put up a club for its affiliation. So myself and our colleagues got together who were vehicular enthusiasts, vintage enthusiasts, and passionate about the cars.
Okay.
And then we took a step that we will form a club. And that club was called the Goa Vintage and Classic Vehicles Club.
Okay.
It encapsulates all the automobiles, which includes trucks, buses, motorcycles, even cycles.
If you ever come across any vehicle that is in your garage behind a bush, please get in touch with GVCVC. Be a member of them because you will be preserving a very rich heritage of Goa. So I am going to leave you to have a very pleasurable drive in this rally, Mr. Deshprabhu.
I'm pleased that you came here for the purpose, and I'm looking forward to a very fruitful and successful rally.
Perfect.
Today we are driving and we are covering most of the villages. Well, guys, you have a route plan here. On the route plan, we have the complete drive from this location that we are driving towards Ranapaula. We are going further near the cross, Kortali. We are going to go to Sangpal village. From the Sangpal village, we are joining all the other people. The south crowd is which is basically coming at Queenie. And from the Queenie, we are halting at the Three Kings junction, where there is a temple at the side. We are halting there for about 25 minutes for cooling ourselves as well as for the cars. At the same time, it's a great thank that we have Mr. Varun, who has actually been responsible to host us. So we need to really congratulate him. It's not our event alone, but it's mainly the help what has come from Varun for all the help that we have for the event today.
Amazing day today. The Goa Vintage and Classic Vehicles Club is going to have its first rally, bringing to you some of the most beautiful cars that have been there in Goa. And who better than one of the connoisseurs, owners of some of the beautiful old cars, and that is Mr. Srinivas Dempo, who is going to flag off today's rally. Baba, today you are come here to flag off the first GCVC, the rally that they are going to have. And you are also a very passionate owner of two vehicles. How do you relate both this?
I'm extremely happy. See, the way we preserve our culture, heritage, cuisine, art, this is one form of art that also needs to be preserved. And I was very surprised that there are so many hundreds of cars in Goa which people take the trouble to maintain. And somewhere down the line there should be a forum for people to demonstrate this to people. Because we are all involved. आम्ही कोंकणीन म्हणटा तशें आमचे दायज राखून दवरपाक जाय. So this is also a part of the same thing. So I think when you say, how do you relate the both? One is we are all involved in our unique identity. We say we are Goans very proudly. And of course we are integrated with the whole of the nation and all of the world. But I think there is something unique about Goa. And I hope and wish that with a forum like this heritage part of Goa, through its antique cars, also becomes a part of uniqueness of Goa.
Definitely. What message do you have for the younger generation vis-a-vis the...
Yeah, as I said earlier, this is a part of your uniqueness and your heritage. So antique cars also become a part of it. And while we are progressing, we are advancing, which is very good, at the same time, you can't forget your uniqueness. And this is one of the ways that you preserve your heritage and art and culture.
Thank you very much, Baba, and I wish you all the best. I hope you would be with us today.
Yes. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Goa heading into one of the warmest and one of the most active seasons of the year, Christmas season. We are here at Novotel, and behind me you can see a wonderful Christmas tree. And today we are here because the GVCVC has been invited, the members with all their cars have been invited over here by this young gentleman, Mr. Varun Albuquerque, who is the owner of the place. And ladies and gentlemen, he is a Goan. And Goans have got a wonderful heart. And this makes them to react and go out and lend a help to people who are really trying to do something. Varun Bab, thank you so much. Your food was amazing. Your Novotel food was really amazing.
Thank you. It's our pleasure to have all the members of the GVCCC to be a part of this first drive that was organized by Novotel Resort Donna Silvia and the GVCVC.
Do you have a vintage car of your own?
Yes, we do have a vintage car. It is my father's first car, a Volkswagen Beetle, which is a 1956 model. Besides that, we also have in the lobby here behind us a Lambretta, which was my father's first scooter, which was a 1952 model.
Okay, and he allows you to drive the car around?
While the car and the bike are both in perfect working condition, right now we have put them on display, so we don't disturb them from the lobby of the hotel.
I found from your friends that they don't like anybody touching their car. So
yes, absolutely, because you know people are always very passionate. It is something that there is a very strong emotional bond and connect with the car, and that is why we have restored these cars to mint condition and have placed them here. So you know it is since my father is very passionate, and we don't actually drive them around too much. We just keep them more as a display.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you this. When the buffet was opened out, I do my Goem, so I talk only Goan. And the Goan food, Morieji Shagoti, Tolele Nuste. Sorry, I can't go ahead because I'm already getting too much of water in the mouth. But I must tell you, compliments to the chef who did an amazing job. And I'm sure that besides this rally of GVCVC, the people who have come here and their family members, they will remember and compliment your chefs on an amazing cuisine that you served here. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. It's our pleasure to have hosted the event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I am tired, so is this Bompu. Today, we have driven almost 50 plus kilometers from the capital city of Panji and come to Kavelosi, to the Novotel Hotel, where we were hosted an amazing Goan lunch. Amazing! And this car that I am sitting in, which is a 1935 classic, and this has participated in the GVCVC club, that is the Goa Vintage and Classic Vehicles Club. Ladies and gentlemen, these are very passionate people who have protected these cars over the periods, over the generations for us to see. There are so many other things in Goa, heritage-wise, amcha dais, which we need to protect, and it cannot be protected if you don't come forward and at least participate in this. My Goem, through Prudent, tries to bring this to you, not only just as a program, but as a document for your children when they come here to Goa. And when I say come here to Goa, this does not mean those people who are staying outside Goa, but this is also meant for those people staying in Goa who have never gone to meet Goa. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you must have seen the beautiful pathways that we have gone, where we stopped, the problems that these vehicles had. Some had a puncture, some had a broken tube, and finally we landed up here. And we had an amazing time. You can have an amazing time in Goa if you go to different places and see what is true Goa. So ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful note and on a lovely note, with thanks to the owner of this car for allowing me to sit over here, Mr. Rodriguez, I would like to bid goodbye to you. But when you come to Goa, please, please, please try and help us to save our dives. And with that, I say to you, bye-bye for this episode. Thank you. Let's meet for